Suzy and Friends.
With Suzy Cato.
Zealand's favourite
Kids Podcast.
This is Suzy and Friends.
With Suzy Cato.
Welcome to Aotearoa, New Zealand's favourite kids podcast, Suzy and Friends.
I'm Suzy Cato. Hello, my friend. Kia ora e hoa. Thanks for joining us.
Kia ora, I'm Trevor. It is so good that you're here with us today.
Here in New Zealand, most kids are enjoying the school holidays this week. So we've got lots of kids, jokes, fun and laughs to celebrate. Now, let's get straight into it with today's Brain Teaser.
And this week's Brain Teaser was emailed from Jed in Palmerston North.
Are you ready to have your brain power tested with Jed's Brain Teaser? Yes? Oh, good, because here we go.
I'm bright and shiny, worth lots of money. People look for me, calling me Sonny. You can find me in jewellery or buried deep in the ground. What am I? The most precious metal around.
Ooh, that's a long one. Can I read that, please, Trevor?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm bright and shiny, worth lots of money. People look for me, calling me Sonny. You can find me in jewellery or buried deep in the ground. What am I? The most precious metal around. Bright and sunny. Find me in jewellery.
That's right.
Or buried deep in the ground. A precious metal. I think I've got it. Have you worked it out?
Hey, let's see if you're correct.
Well, I think the answer is gold.
Suzy Cato, you are right.
Yay!
And if you got that right, yay you too. And yay Jed.
Yes, thanks for emailing that brain teaser, Jed. Ka pai tō mahi. Good work.
And if you know a brain teaser, please email it to us, suzy@suzy.co.nz. We'd love to hear from you with jokes too. Okay, what's next, Suzy?
Let's quickly talk about some of the things coming up on Suzy and Friends today. I'll read you the story Harry the Hermit Crab. There are kids just like you with their favourite jokes. And 7-year-old Lars talks about learning electric guitar and going to rock concerts.
There are fun facts as well. Elsa tells us what she thought of the book Ooey Gooey Surprise by Karen Mowbray. And Codi's here with Cool to Kōrero.
Right now, though, it's time to play the game with no prize. What's that sound? He aha te ratangi. Listen carefully. Can you work out what that sound is? Are you ready? Here we go.
What's that sound?
Think you know what that sound might be? Remember, you don't have to decide right now. You could make a list of things it could be and wait for the clue that's coming.
We'll also play the sound a couple more times, and when we get to the end of the podcast, we'll tell you what it is.
Time for jokes now with some cool kid comedians.
Why did the horse cross the road?
Ooh, I don't know. Why did the horse cross the road?
To get to its neighbours.
Why did the chicken cross the basketball court?
Oh, I haven't heard that one. Why did the chicken cross the basketball court?
She heard the referee calling fouls.
Excellent.
Why didn't the skeleton go to the ball?
I don't know. Why didn't the skeleton go to the ball?
Because it didn't have anybody to go with. You're listening to Suzy and Friends with Suzy Cato.
Kia ora, Annabelle, Mia and Hilda, today's kid comedians. This is Suzy and Friends in a podcast with Suzy Cato and Trevor. Now, let's have some fun facts. What are they about today, Suzy?
Fun facts. Fun facts. Fun facts.
Well, after that brain teaser from Jed, I thought we could do some fun facts about gold. Fun fact 1. Gold is a colour, a kind of glittery, sparkly yellow. And the colour gold got its name from the precious metal gold. Gold is called a precious metal because it's quite rare, hard to find, and valuable. Fun fact 2. Gold is the only metal that's yellow in colour. Copper is red, and all the other metals are greyish or silvery. Gold is a very useful metal. It's used for lots of things, in jewellery like rings and necklaces, but gold's also used in phones and computers, and in dentistry to fix teeth. And gold is even used on spaceships because it's the best at protecting them from solar heat. Fun fact 3. Nearly all the gold on Earth came from meteorites that hit the Earth over 3 billion years ago. That is a long time ago. 3 billion years. That's back when Trevor was in year 2 at school.
Hey!
Just kidding. And that's fun facts for today.
Thank you, Suzy. Good fun facts. Hey, Suzy,
Yes, Trevor?
what kind of music does gold like?
Oh, I don't know. What kind of music does gold like?
Heavy metal.
Because
Gold's a heavy metal.
gold's a heavy metal.
This is Suzy and Friends, and now it is time for Suzy to settle down and read you a story. Are you comfy? Are you ready for a story? Then let's get started.
Harry the Hermit Crab. Well, this book was written by Danny Ray and illustrated by Evan Heisman. Harry the Hermit Crab loved his shell home, but it was too tight and squishy because he had grown. "I need a new shell," declared Harry one day. "This one's too small for me to clamber and play. Not too big, not too heavy, definitely not tight, but a comfy new home that fits me just right." Harry set off to the beach on his shell-finding quest, but when he got there, what he found was a mess. The beach was all strewn with litter and trash that humans had left when they came for a splash. Bags and bottles, cardboard and cans, straws and shoes covered the sand. On what was once a beach beautiful and clean, not even a single shell home could be seen. "What shall I do?" cried Harry with dread. "Could I find something else to live in instead?" Off he scampered and scuttled, searching the ground. A clear plastic bottle was the first thing he found. "If I lived in here, I'd have room to roam. Could this plastic bottle be my new home?" He slipped and he slid, and he fell in with a plop. But the bottle was too slippery to climb out to the top. "Oh dear," said Harry. "This one's not for me. This bottle is too big to be my home by the sea." After escaping the bottle with the help of a friend, Harry continued his shell search for hours on end. Next to a rock pool, he found a bright sparkly shoe. Said Harry, "maybe this will do." He stepped and he stomped and he squeezed inside, but he couldn't stand up no matter how hard he tried. "Oh dear," said Harry, "this one's not for me. This shoe is too heavy to be my home by the sea." Next he spied an old blue bottle cap. "I wonder," mused Harry, "could I fit in that?" He wiggled and waggled and he wedged himself in, but his legs wouldn't fit. They were too long and thin. "Oh dear," said Harry, "this one's not for me. This cap is too tight to be my home by the sea." Harry sat down. He was feeling quite glum. He couldn't find a shell home, not even one. I can't live in a bottle or a shoe or a cap. Only a shell would do. No doubt about that. The sound of big footsteps gave Harry a scare. What are these giants doing standing right here? He saw big human feet and a big human hand, picking up litter from all over the land. Harry hid in his shell, trembling with fright. But it wasn't too long and they were all out of sight. They left nothing but footprints from where they had been on their own special quest to make the beach clean. When he dared to peek out from under his shell, what a sight Harry saw! It made his heart swell. The mess was cleaned up, and where it had been, the glimmer of shells at last could be seen. Pink shells and white shells, grey shells and blue, rough shells and smooth shells, bumpy shells too. Big shells, small shells, round shells and flat. Harry thought to himself, I can find a home amongst that. And out of all the beautiful shells he could see, this one, said Harry, is perfect for me. Not too big, not too heavy, definitely not tight. A comfy new home that fits me just right. Well, you can help Harry and his friends in the sea by keeping the water and sand litter-free. So each time you go down to the beach to play, leave nothing but footprints behind from your day. Do you know what that means? It means take all your rubbish away. And that's the end of the story. Harry the Hermit Crab. Hey, if you want to find out more about this book, you can visit maryegan.co.nz.
This is Suzy and Friends.
With Suzy Cato.
Kia ora, Suzy. Thank you very much. I love that story. Harry the Hermit Crab. Now, how about we give you another go at our game, What's That Sound? He aha tērā tangi. Here it comes. Listen carefully. Oh, what's that sound? The clue for today... What is the clue today, Suzy?
The clue is 2 wheels, okay? 2 wheels.
Oh, I know I can't give the answer away. I'm not allowed to do that just yet. But I can say that just before I thought it was a but now I think it's a
Do you know what it might be? I'll find out if you're right at the end of Suzy and Friends. Now, this week we gave Elsa a book called Ooey Gooey Surprise. Let's hear what she thought of it.
Hi, I'm Elsa, and today I'm going to be reviewing Ooey Gooey Surprise by Karen Mowbray, illustrated by Lisa Allen. This book is about a family, and it's their granddad's birthday. The mum goes to pick up the granddad, and while the mum's gone, the boy decides to make a cake for the granddad, and he doesn't know how to bake, so the cake doesn't really work. And then when the mum and the granddad come home, the cake looks really funny, and they all laugh. I really like the illustrations because they have lots of colours, and I like the front cover. See, I like all the splats everywhere. This page has like all the splats and the milk that's spilt and the eggs that's cracked on the floor. This is my favourite illustration because I think it's really funny when the chicken's chasing the boy, because that's exactly what chickens do. But I can imagine being chased by a chicken. It reminds me of going on a farm stay and there being this pig that kept escaping, and that reminded me of the chicken. My favourite character is the dad because I think it's really funny how he just waves and he's got no clue what's going on. I think the author wrote this book because I think they wanted to make it funny because of the big splat, and that might happen to other kids too, so the other kids might be able to relate to it. I think kids would really enjoy this book because it's really funny and silly. It would be a good book for the library because I think it would get issued a lot because kids would really like it. My name's Elsa and that was my review of Ooey Gooey Surprise by Karen Mowbray, illustrated by Lisa Allen. I hope you get to read the book.
Thank you for telling us about Ooey Gooey Surprise, Elsa. Sounds like a good book. More kids talking about good books next time on the Suzy and Friends podcast.
Soon, 7-year-old Lars talks about learning electric guitar and going to rock concerts. But now here's Codi with Call to Kōrero.
Kia ora, ko Codi tēnei. Today we're learning Have You Finished? Like after dinner, if you're helping take the plates off the table and you want to make sure mum's finished eating, you might ask, Have you finished? In te reo Māori, it's kua mutu. Let's try it. It's just 2 words today, so let's do them both. Listen carefully to me, then say the words yourself, okay? Here we go. Kua mutu. And again after me. Kua mutu. That sounds great. Rawe tērā. Remember, have you finished in te reo is kua mutu. And that's Call to Kōrero for now. I'll talk to you again soon. Ka kite e hoa.
And Codi's back with Call to Kōrero next time on Suzy and Friends. Kia ora, Codi.
Hey, do you think you know the answer to what's that sound? Well, very soon we'll give you one last chance to hear it and guess what it is before we give you the answer. But first, Suzy is going to chat to Lars.
I've got an old buddy here. An old buddy. How old are you, buddy?
7.
7. What's your name again?
Lars.
Lars. What's your favourite thing about school?
Learning and playing on the playground.
Great. Do you know what? I'm so impressed. You said learning before playing on the playground. That is awesome. What's your favourite thing to learn?
Maths.
Great. Do you like learning music as well?
Yes, but we don't learn music at the school, but I practice my guitar.
How often do you practice? Because that's a thing, you learn new music. Do you practice every day?
Yes. On Fridays I do, but we're thinking about also Tuesday.
Oh, really? Oh, so you go to a lesson on Friday?
And maybe Tuesday.
Tuesday, okay. And practice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
Yes.
What's your favourite kind of music to play?
Rock.
Rock music?
Yes.
Who are your favourite bands?
Stone Sour, Slipknot, Metallica, Devilskin.
Oh, hey, Devilskin. That's a New Zealand band.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm just looking at your T-shirt. It's a Devilskin T-shirt. Can you only get those at the concert?
Yes.
Have you been to a Devilskin concert?
Yes.
Were they really loud?
Yes.
Yep. Did you have to stick your fingers in your ears?
No. I had earmuffs.
Oh, did you? Good idea. Really good to protect your ears, isn't it? Do you have to wear earmuffs when you're playing your own guitar?
Nope.
You just have the amp down nice and low?
Yeah.
Oh, good on you.
Kia ora, Lars. Cool kid, that Lars.
He sure is. Learning guitar, practicing heaps, going to rock concerts. I wonder if he'll start his own band one day and be the next Kiwi rock superstar.
Oh, quite possibly.
Hey, do you learn a musical instrument? Maybe guitar like Lars. Or recorder? Ukulele? Keyboards? Or maybe the drums? Boom, boom, cheer, boom, 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 cheer. Well, whatever you play, do you want to know the 3 secrets to playing music really well? They are practice, practice, and practice.
Very true, Suzy. And if you play a musical instrument, we would love to hear about it. How about you email us, suzy@suzy.co.nz. We might even get you on Suzy and Friends to talk about it.
Okay, here's your final chance to play our game with no prize. What's that sound? Listen up, whakarongo.
What's that sound?
And the clue is 2 wheels. What's your answer? This is your last chance to guess and decide on your answer. Okay, what's that sound? He aha te rātangi.
And the answer is...
motorbike. If you guessed it, ka pai tō mahi. Good work. 10 out of 10. We'll have another world famous in New Zealand What's That Sound next time on Suzy and Friends.
Thank you to everyone who helped with the podcast today. That is 7-year-old guitar hero Lars, Annabelle, Mia and Hilda. Thank you for the jokes. And Danny Ray, the author of the awesome book Harry the Hermit Crab.
Thanks for ko te kōrero, Codi. Kia ora to Elsa for talking about the book Ooey Gooey Surprise by Karen Mowbray. And a big thank you to Jed for sending in that brain teaser. Thanks New Zealand On Air, the team at RNZ, and a ginormous thank you to you for joining us today.
Please get in touch with your jokes, brain teasers or just to say hi. Email suzy@suzy.co.nz or you can message us through the website suzy.co.nz. And if you like the podcast, please like the podcast and follow.
On the next Suzy and Friends podcast, a special grown-up guest talks about their job. We hear about Jiffy, who loves to sing all the time. And we'll check in with Sophia to hear what she's doing in the holidays.
Talk to you again soon. Ka kite.
Goodbye, my friend. Ka kite.
This is Suzy and Friends.
With Suzy Cato.